Shalom and welcome to Just a Word, a prophecy, the channel on which we give prophecies from our family here at Just a Word. Prophecies that have been given to our family over the years ago, but they were for such a time as this. And we are going to share these with you because these prophecies are for the world at this end time. Because we are called in these end times to awaken the nations with truth. All right, so today we are going to hear from our sister Zimra, and she is going to tell us what has been laid on her heart. Go ahead, please.
Shalom. Around 2016, I had a dream. At that time, I was part of the Christian church, and I had a dream that myself and my son, which is a Christian evangelist and in that church, I had a dream that my son and myself and the bishop of the church was in the kitchen. And when we were in there, in the dream, he dropped down to his knees like he had a stomach pain or something. And when he dropped down, a big flow of blood just streamed from his mouth. It was something about the blood was like this. I mean, a person's mouth can open so far, but the blood seemed like it was this big, and it just flowed out of his mouth. And in the dream, myself and my son laid hands on him to pray for him, and I woke up.
All right. So let me get this thing here. All right, so that one is an interesting one. Because to me, it is speaking about the pastors. And they're speaking from the pulpit and bringing the blood of the congregation upon themselves. In the book of Ezekiel chapter, I'm always mixing up chapter 3 and verse 18. But this is chapter 3, verse 17. It says, let me get it, the Bible. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Yasharal. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at your hand. So these pastors from the pulpit, they are speaking to the people and are not actually speaking the word of truth to warn the people from sins, because the duty of the pastor is to at least speak the law from his mouth. Malachi 2:7 verse, for the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of Yahuwah Sabaoth. So the pastor, supposedly being the messenger, the people should seek the law at his mouth. And what does the law entail? The law entails commands, statutes, ordinances, testimonies, and judgments. So when the people do not hear all of these things, then the people will walk in sin. So the blood of the people is upon him, and he is actually, what I see, speaking things that lead to blood, that lead to sin, that lead to destruction. Yeah? Verse 8 says, but ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law. That's what the Christian pastor does. Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the Torah, in the law. So the priest is supposed to keep the Torah. And there is another one that in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, it says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahuwah. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, Allah of Yasharal, against the pastors that feed my people. How do they feed his people? With the word that is coming from his mouth that was bleeding. Yet ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahuwah. So these are the pastors who keep our people in captivity. Mm-hmm. And the Most High says, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And that is why the Most High has to take his people out of Christianity in order for them to be gathered. You cannot gather, and he does not gather Christians. As a matter of fact, the Christians know that they must not be gathered, because the Christians will tell you that they are going to be raptured. They don't tell you that they are going to be gathered. They say they will be raptured away. So no gathering for the Christians. You have to be taken out of Christianity when you realize that you have to set your heart on Zion. So that blood coming out of his mouth, the blood of the people, is upon his head. All right? Really, really sad, but that is what we get. All right? Anything else? That's it. All right. Thank you all for watching. As Sister Zimra here presented her dream. And do continue to listen to the rest of Jah Prophecy videos. And do subscribe if you will. And remember, if you are commenting, please make the comments civil. We will not tolerate people who are in disorder. We will not tolerate it in the comments, all right? Make the comments respectable. You don't have to agree with us, but make it respectable as behoveth the people of the Most High. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.